Every day in the USA, people find themselves in court.
Mr. Uceda Zelaya.
Yes, Your Honor.
Sir, you're charged with driving while intoxicated. You're facing up to 6 months in jail and or a $2,000 fine. We're going to do probable cause. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can or will be used against you, sir. Please don't say anything.
So, officers were dispatched to an assault in progress. Officers arrived at Ostianaria restaurant and spoke with a security guard who advised that they kicked the defendant out of the restaurant when it was closing. Defendant was intoxicated. Defendant's friend pushed a security officer, but he did not feel pain. The security guard observed the defendant drive away. Officers located a vehicle matching the license plate and description pulling out of the parking lot. Odor of alcoholic beverage, watery bloodshot eyes, and slurred speech were observed on the defendant. SFSTs were refused, sample was refused, and warrant was obtained.
Look to see if there are any prior DWIs.
I'll take a look right now. You see that?
There's just,
Do you have any traffic infraction? Did you tell me that there was a traffic infraction?
There was not, Your Honor. They were alleging a ABI. The security guard was alleging an ABI. So I can reread it if you want. Officers were dispatched to an assault in progress. They went to the restaurant, spoke with a security guard who advised they kicked the defendant out because the restaurant was closing and the defendant was intoxicated. Defendant's friend pushed the security officer, but he did not feel pain. Security guard observed the defendant drive away. Officers located the vehicle, matching the license plate, pulling out of the parking lot, and that's when they conducted.
What assault are you saying that they were investigating? The one against the security guard?
Yes.
There was no assault.
Well, it was a class C because there was no pain.
If I may, Your Honor, I believe from the summation, it was that his friend was the one alleged to be the one to push the security guard. So I'm not sure why
Is that
Mr.
right?
Uceda is involved.
Yes. Says Mr. Croker, which is the complainant, told officer that the defendant's friend pushed him, but Mr. Croker did not feel pain.
Oh,
Mr.
so the
Croker-
friend, so what, why is there someone chasing after him? Why didn't they go after the friend?
Okay, so when I'm looking at the sworn statement, Your Honor, Officer J. Puente, which is the officer who ultimately pulled them over, observed the suspect's vehicle that matched the description of the vehicle Mr. Crocker described, pull out of the restaurant, I don't know how to pronounce that word, parking lot, and failed to signal lane change. Officer then conducted a traffic stop.
That's something different.
Yeah. I'm trying to figure out.
Something
what the
different
correct-
because there, my curiosity is, was there a traffic infraction to legally stop him?
They're alleging failure to maintain a signal, failure to signal a lane change in their sworn statement here. I'm reading it word for word.
Okay, so then what happens after they pull him over and then?
Officer then conducted a traffic stop
Okay.
at the 11700 block of North Freeway, North Service Road. Officer identified the driver of the vehicle as the defendant. Officer Puente then observed the defendant to have an odor of alcoholic beverage on his breath, watery bloodshot eyes, slurred speech. Officer detained the defendant.
That's what I was curious about. That's what I was curious about.
Okay, and then he declined everything, so a blood warrant.
Okay, all right. So, Mr. Uceda, I'm going to find that there's probable cause to go forward with you on the DWI. I'm ordering you as a condition of your bond not to consume alcohol, illegal drugs, or unprescribed controlled medication. I'm going to randomly test you. If I find that you're consuming alcohol or any kind of dope, I will put you in jail. Do you have a valid Texas driver license?
yes, Your Honor.
Do you have valid liability insurance in your name?
Yes, Your Honor.
You sure? Because if you don't, I'm going to tell you that you may not drive. Aseguranza.
Yes,
En tu nombre.
yes, Your Honor.
Sure.
Yes, Your Honor.
I want you to check before you leave here today, because if not, You may not drive. You can do it later.
He's just saying that you can't legally drive if you don't have a driver's license and you don't have insurance.
I do it. I do it.
In your name.
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. All right. So no drinking, no drugs. You will be randomly tested. Are you a United States citizen?
No, Your Honor.
Are you in this country with or without permission? Understand, the more cases you pick up, the higher likelihood you have of that permission being revoked. You understand? I don't know if he understands,
Yes,
but
Your Honor. I
Please.
understand. No more problem.
no more issues.
No more issue.
All right. I'll have you go to Victoria. We'll have you sign a reset. After that, you'll get with Jeremiah for your bond conditions, and after that, you'll be free to go. Because you have a lawyer, I will waive your appearance. Would you prefer a translator? Porque tú tienes abogado, no tienes que regresar, pero tienes que mantener contacto con tu abogado. Si ella viene aquí y me dice que no puedes tener contacto contigo porque no estás, te voy a revocar la fianza y te voy a poner en la cárcel. ¿Entiendes, Méndez? Okay. All right.
Thank you.
That way.
Thank you, Your
Thank
Honor.
you.
Page 15, Johnson Susan, come on up. Go ahead and sign the
Levi, do you have a lawyer today? Tell me what you're doing about that.
School right now, and I was also injured.
You're what?
I was so injured and I was in the hospital.
How?
I have a chronic situation with my body. So I have a chronic situation with my body.
Tell me about it.
I had a colostomy bag and I had an infection in my stomach. So I was in the hospital. I had my paperwork from the hospital here. And I was also injured in my shoulder.
What happened? You get shot?
I had got shot in my stomach.
Where? Finally caught up to you.
Huh?
Finally caught up to you. Everything caught up to you. Mr. Richardson, how long have we been dealing with each other?
This has been over since 2015. I've just been having infections in my stomach. That's what happened.
When did you get shot?
2015. And the last time was 2019.
How is in you, if you got shot in 2015, since that time, you've picked up a criminal mischief, theft, felon in possession, interference, assault, PCS, assault, DWI, felon in possession, DWI, felon in possession, terroristic threat, felony assault, and now another gun case. I've never seen this. You've never told me about this at all. In the last 5 years, you and I have been dancing.
But a lot of them, Your Honor, were also dismissed. A lot of them were also dismissed, Your Honor.
How is it that this is the first time we're dealing with this issue now? You tell me about getting shot after all the stuff that you and I have been dancing for the last umpteen years.
But Your Honor, if you actually look at my medical records being injured, I spent a lot of time in the hospital and going through surgeries back to back, being incarcerated and I have my medical reports right here.
Dave, will you refresh my memory? What happened in Mr. Levi's case
He
again?
had a prior DWI that was dismissed, but he had another DWI in this court that was a conviction in 2023, January 2023. He was charged with felon possession of weapon, and I just emailed Pavel this will be indicted as a felon possession of weapon.
That's what I'm just,
Just waiting for.
it's,
I was relying on other people, but I'm gonna have to send that on my own. But I'm moving to trial tomorrow, so I can't do it.
where are you in trial? Here with us?
There's one left on the trial docket, Judge.
So since I'm in trial, I'm in a trial prep mode, but I do have a couple.
They hit you with another third degree now because of this. Don't say anything. Just don't. I will give you a lawyer today, Mr. Ebi, but it's over and over. It just, you can't expect good things when good things to happen when this behavior persists over and over and over. Deputy Simpson, you mind giving an application, please?
A realistic timeline is probably somewhere in there.
So I would be on the lookout. It's a matter of time before they hit you with a felony warrant, Mr. Ebine. So be on the lookout. I'm ordering you now as a condition of your bond not to be in possession of weapons. Do you understand? Correct. You're charged with unlawful carrying of a weapon, but you are a convicted felon. You're not supposed to have a gun. You're not supposed to have any weapons. Do you mind filing those conditions, Dave, please? No weapons.
Yes, sir.
And let me ask you this, was he also driving at the time with this case?
For discharge, Judge?
He was,
Yes, Judge.
You don't have a license, a Texas driver license, do you?
You gave me my bond condition last time, saying no driving. No.
Okay, all right. Don't drive. Above all else in your life, do not drive. All right.
Looks like you signed those conditions, Judge.
Yeah, I see it. I just saw it. Okay. He's good to go with you, Deputy Simpson.
Page 10,
It just
Espinosa.
clicked when you told me. It just clicked. I don't know why it didn't click earlier. The mice are running slow today.
I was trying to figure out if he's 25 to life, and it looks like he's not. He
not.
has one state jail.
How many pen trips he got?
He's got two. Well, no, one.
What if he's-
One's a state jail and one's a.
So yeah, he's a 15 to life then. Okay, Connor, you ready?
I'm approaching with Angel Pena,
Okay,
in custody. I'd spoken with his mom, and I looked at the GPS records that he was violated for. That address is the parking lot of his apartment complex. And the violations were never for more than 10 or 15 minutes. He's told me that's him going to the parking lot or getting something from his car and then going back to his apartment. We talked last week about possibly letting him out today. If that's not a possibility, then we'll have to do something else.
I'll defer to the court. I do recall the defendant saying on here that he was going to the parking lot. So that does look consistent, but,
Steve, do you mind bringing out Angel Pena, please? Thanks. So family was unable to post it, huh? How many times have we put him in jail? Was this the first time?
So this is my first case with him. You had mentioned there was some history, but this is.
No, yeah, we have a lot of history.
That's
I mean,
the first
for
time.
our case, it's the first time?
Yes.
Okay. I'll give him one more chance. Okay, he's been in jail for now, what, 2 weeks, 3 weeks? It's been at
A
least
little
2.
over a week. I think it was not last Friday, but the Friday.
10 days.
Okay, we'll see if you got his attention. If not, then I'll revoke it next time and then it'll be a permanent stay. So we'll see if we got his attention.
And it's the
Victor.
first time, so he's giving you pure bond.
He's going. He's just gonna yell at him first.
Do you want me to just file these or to judge?
Why don't you go to judge and see if the judge wants to bring him out to the.
Or this one?
That can just go, I don't need a copy, that's just.
No,
That.
I'll judge.
Mr. Pena, Your Honor.
How's jail? So the question is, did we get your attention? You say yes. The reality is, did we really get your attention? Because, Mr. Pena, you and I have gone and done this over and over and over. I'm not gonna play with you again. Your lawyer has asked me to let you out. You now know your bond is but a meager 5,001. There is no one in this world who is going to make it for you. So anytime you go, unless Harris County is foolish enough to give you a PR bond, which we now are not, you will be stuck in jail if you ever violate. I told him that, Mr. Carter, that this is your first time violating with us on this case here. I'm going to reluctantly let you out. But if you so much as do one thing wrong, I don't give a rat's behind what it is. I'm gonna string you up in jail faster than you can even say the word jail. Do you understand? I don't care when I mean curfew. That means your house. It doesn't mean parking lot. It doesn't mean girlfriend's house. It doesn't mean Grandma Cleopas who lives on the other side of the tracks. It means your house. If you ever violate me again, I'm gonna get it to you so hard, your head's gonna spin. You understand? No weapons, no dope, and you must be home by 7. Not 7:01, not 7:26. You will never get another chance from me, Mr. Penny. Do you understand? Okay, you shall see. If history is any indication, it's but a mere week and a half to 2 weeks before we will see you again. Prove me wrong. Now, one more question. What are you gonna do with yourself when you're out?
I'm gonna try to get a job and finish my online school.
You need to do something because when you have too much time on your hands, you become self-destructive. You need to find something to occupy your time, whether it's getting a job or getting into school full-time. And I'm now making that also a bond condition for you. You must get a job full-time or get into school full-time. I'm not gonna let you do nothing the whole time and let you destroy yourself. So I want you back here in a week. I'm gonna let you out today. I want you back here in a week and show me what you have done to get a job or get into school. If you've done nothing in a week, then look forward to staying with me. You understand? Great. Okay, Mr. Penny. Thanks, Hunter.
PR bond or reinstatement?
I don't care. It's one and the same.
Figure out so I know which way to direct them.
Reinstate, that's why it's less work for Jeremiah.
Okay. Thank you, Judge.
Pena. Hey, we need to modify conditions to make either full-time job or, and also GPS upon release.
Key things. We can answer. Yes, sir. No, sir.
Just go.
Espinosa, Bateman.
Espinosa, do you have a lawyer today? Tell me what you're doing about that.
Well, I called a couple places, but I don't really got the money for it. I'm not working or nothing.
Why not?
Well, really, it's transportation, but I've been searching and getting like, over the phone interviews and not getting calls back but I've been trying to get one though.
People aren't gonna come to you looking, you're not a king, man. They're not gonna come to you to give you work. You gotta go look for it. Just because you ain't got a ride doesn't mean that you can't work.
Yeah, I've been calling a lot of people.
But what's temp? Perhaps you can get work at a temp agency. But how are you surviving now?
Doing my people.
So why do the people of Harris County get to pay for a lawyer for you when you get to play Xbox all day and do
I don't
nothing?
play no game.
So what do you do all day?
Try to figure out how to get some money for my daughter.
Man, you got a kid and you're not working.
If I had to sell my game just to pay for diapers and wipes and stuff, I do contribute and
You don't contribute
Hell.
anything, man.
pay
Get real.
for my daughter's thing.
Kids need food, they need clothes, and they need a father. And you're not doing any of those things, Mr. Espinoza. Get a job. Kids need to eat. They don't wait. They need food now. I'm now making it a condition of your bond for you to get a full-time job. If you don't, you're gonna be working with me. You understand? It's not gonna go well for you, Mr. Espinoza. I want you back here in 2 weeks, showing me what you've done to get a job. I want to see applications in, and I want proof, not your word, because I don't take your word. You ain't got proof, things are gonna go real bad for you real quick. Do you understand?
Just,
Your Honor, if I may. I'd like to move for another bond condition. We received a notice that this defendant was attempting to purchase a firearm while having an active MOA. It wasn't enough to charge him at the time, but he was attempting to purchase the firearm. And so I want to add no conditions or no contact conditions with any location that sells firearms.
it was because I had pawned it.
Stop. Don't, because you're only gonna get yourself in more hot water.
It was the deadline.
Stop. Where did he go to buy this gun, allegedly?
It's gonna take me 30 seconds for me to look at it.
That's great. You're able to tell that he was trying to get a gun, huh?
We get a flag.
And your money, your money.
I won't be able to have it today, but if he is returning in 2 weeks, I should be able to tell you by then. I don't have the report number to pull it up, but I can reach out to intake and figure out where it was.
I'm trying to explain that.
Hey, so here's the deal. I'm putting him under bond conditions, no dope, no alcohol.
My only additional condition was any location that sells a firearm so that he doesn't attempt to purchase another firearm.
Let's do this. I'm sending you for a drug test right now. I want to see what's in your system. Let's see why you're not working. You've been smoking dope all day. We'll see. Take your seat for me in the jury box, Mr. Espinoza. Who's next? Someone call you up.
Sir, I have to use the restroom.
Hold on. What are we doing with?
Bottom of page or top of page 20, Oliveras.
Yep. What are we doing with Mr. Olivares? Hey, what are we
He
doing?
went to get drug tested, came back and told his boss.
Just take a seat. Give us a second.
Yeah, but,
He tested positive for cocaine.
Yeah, that was it, yeah.
That was.
No, that dude just checked it. Like, just checked in the ticket.
Stephen back there?
yeah, for us, everything's on here.
Come up.
Johnson Council.
You just tested positive for cocaine again.
Yes.
Okay. Bye-bye now. No, it's okay. It's okay. What did I ask you not to do? not what did I ask, what did that order you not to do when you got arrested here?
Talking about.
You should, because you signed paperwork to the effect. Think.
Shit, not to do drugs, not.
Right.
Go to-
There you go. That's using the noggin. You tested positive for dope. What happens when you violate conditions?
I don't know, but I stopped smoking like 3 weeks ago already.
Really? If you lie to me, Mr. Espinosa, I'm gonna light you up.
I've been actively looking for jobs.
That part, I don't believe.
I heard you asked my mama.
Will you reach out to the MAC for Mr. Espinosa? We need to get this gentleman a lawyer. Because Mr. Espinosa, things are not going well. When did he sign the bond conditions that he was not to use alcohol or any kind of dope?
That was March 8th.
Take a seat for me in the jury box. Please reach out, because. Hey, Michael.
Good, how are you?
You've got a kid that's got issues. We sent him on his way now because I didn't know that you were gonna be here.
Oh, okay,
Asked him to come back tomorrow.
okay. That must be, is that Sebastian Espinosa?
That's right. So he's got a BVR and that he's smoking dope, testing positive. So I'd like to address it with him and you tomorrow. And then, yeah, just whenever.
No, I was gonna tell you that we're gonna order chocolate from Amazon.
Yeah, okay.
I'll see you in the morning, Judge. Thank you.
All right, it's a wrap, guys. Yep.
Awesome.